What to do, folks? Welcome back to. I'm gonna be honest. This is either like week 45 or 44. I don't remember, bro. But there's gonna be a bit of a, I guess, sadder week if that makes any sense. Since I'm gonna be, I guess, going to more personal topics now. When it comes to the YouTube side of things, at least, I forgot to say, welcome back to a YouTube Go journey. See, I even forgot the whole title of this series. As I was saying, I didn't really get to edit much this week because of my new job. I unfortunately work every other week, evening and then day, so it's back and forth, right? And I usually get home at like 1 a.m., which sucks, to be honest, because even though I have enough time to rest, I should say, I still wake up really early anyway. My body's just used to waking up early, and that's just the type of person I am. I still get around 7 hours of sleep. I try to get 8. Like, it's not like I'm actually like trying to force myself to wake up any earlier, but I wake up and I can't really fall asleep, so I'm just laying in bed, you know, with my eyes closed, trying to get a bit more energy and be ready for the day, right? But I really do hate sleeping late because it just really fucks up my whole schedule and sort of my ability to just work well when it comes to YouTube. But there's also pros and cons of me working evening as well, because it does give me more days throughout the it does give me more hours throughout the days to actually work on YouTube, which is nice. Like, I've been able to record much more of this Platinum Kaizo video because I know it's a really hard game, but I'm actually glad I've been able to pretty much record it like every single day. I think I'm close to the 5th gym now, which is nice. So basically halfway through the game. But just editing alone, I haven't really been able to edit a lot at all, actually. And it actually does suck because the weekends is always the time I like to really dedicate everything I have towards YouTube. But I work Sunday, which is tomorrow, since I'm recording this on Saturday, which means that I won't really have a lot of time to do what I'd usually like to do, right? And that's how it is sometimes in life. Everyone goes through, I don't want to call it a roadblock, but everybody goes through maybe it's calling a deviation in their paths. Is a better word for this. Everything's not linear. It's always ups and downs, unfortunately, and things just don't go our way, you know? So I tried to just like cut up some shorts right now because I really just couldn't find a concentration and sit down and really do what I usually do, is edit for a long amount of hours. And I also have a fucking tournament soon in like 50 minutes. I have to make food for that. I also have to meal prep for tomorrow. But at least I meal prep, like my main meals for next week, they're done. But I have to make lunch for tomorrow for the job, basically. But anyway. This is unrelated, but I was thinking of like buying cucumber, but I'm not sure like fucking delay this stream. But anyway. Life in general. It's been ups and downs. I don't really want to complain about my situation, but usually when I record these videos, like family's around with my sisters in the back, and I don't like honestly speaking, I don't want to like listening to what I'm saying in these videos because it's a bit more personal, you know. But you know, life has been it's just been mid. Like, I'm not really satisfied with stuff, but like I said some videos ago, I'd rather be content but not complacent, you know. It's except that the situation is what it is for now, but I'm still working towards greater things. But just small things that happen in my own personal life, whether it be in a my alarm went off, so I don't forget to record this video. Whether it be in my own personal life, like relationships, family issues, I don't know, YouTube, like anything that just surrounds me. And some things might not be big, but it builds on top of other things, which ends up sort of bringing you down mentally. And I guess it's been a bit like that recently as well, you know. But like I've realized I don't want to call them hidden pressures, but things have been surrounding my mind more recently, you know, making sure I get my own apartment. Might be some things that's going on between my mother and her boyfriend, I should say, that, you know, if things doesn't work out there, it might be time for me to, well, depending on how things go off between them, I might need to get my own apartment even quicker. And it's not that I'm really scared to move out. I'm glad I have a job now, like a proper full-time job, so I can actually have enough money to live, you know, by myself. But it's just, when it comes to the timing, rushing things and all this. And it's not only that that's really been stressing me out. It's just I think I just overthink stuff. I try to not stress if I can't do as much as I like to, especially when it comes to creating videos. I should just walk a path where I'm already certain that I've always succeeded. Like no matter what sort of deviation happens throughout my life, that the end goal will always be the same, that I succeed. And I've been watching, well, not much, but it was a bit last week actually. I watched a few, I guess you could call them motivational videos. And sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. I just watch it occasionally. But I like to do it from streamers or YouTubers or whatever it may be, right? And I think I saw a comment. This was of a clip from like Gideon, but it wasn't in the video. I think it was in the video, but someone in the comments highlighted it. It was some shit like, imagine you get a glimpse of what your life looks like when you succeed or some shit, right? And it's like, even if you see like just 5 seconds, like how different your life would be. Like, imagine how much that would motivate you or really just keep you even more locked in, because obviously you can't do that. I mean, some people say they have visions, dreams, and all this, and of course have a vision, but I haven't like actually had a fucking like into the future like vision or what the fuck like happens at the exact like day, hour, everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something good to keep in mind of. And no matter what happens, stay true to just your path. This doesn't only have to be YouTube. This is just life goals in general. And especially, I also have a hard time speaking. I don't know. I just have a hard time explaining myself. I've always hated that shit about me, bro. I always stutter, or I just don't know how to formulate my words. But at this new job, I I spend a lot of time there. I wouldn't say it's as physically demanding as my previous one because it was way more demanding, but it's just the time that gets sucked up. But I don't want to be one of the people that go in there and hate my life and be depressed because I work a job, because like I'm going in there like, yo, I have a goal, I have a mission, but let's not make my time here like unnecessarily worse because I work a job. It's the type of job that you get a good money for without really any proper education. I think it's around $3K. I make cars, like I construct cars basically, a certain part of it at least. And it's always funny because it's always that type of job where people say, oh, like they only say they're gonna work it for like a couple, years or months or whatever, and then end up being stuck for like decades. And my colleague was like, because I had a conversation with her, like a small one, and she was like, "You sure you're not gonna like end up being here forever?" I'm like, "Yes," and she was like, "Everyone says that shit," and I was like, "Yo, I'm not working for like 2 years or something." And obviously, like if I get an apartment, I might have to work a bit longer because of my saving goal and stuff. But we shook hands on it too. I was like, I know who I am. Even though the money is good, I don't care. Like the truth is, I realized this today too. I don't care. I work weekend, like I said on Sunday. Told my sister as well, and she was like, I actually work like she actually enjoys working weekend because it's good money. And I thought to myself like, but I don't care, you know. And I think I don't care about the excess amount of money from this job too, is because like my ambition is lies elsewhere. I'm not thinking about getting more money from a job I don't really enjoy at the moment. Of course it's still good. Like getting more money is good because it will still help me fast track my savings goal, right? But just like money itself, like I'm not going in there like thinking, oh, like I'm about to get this bag. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm here, make sure I get my money so I can go home and do my thing. Like it's always been go home and do your thing. And when I say go home and do your thing, it's probably something like YouTube related or working out, just something. Like my ambition is just so high that I can just not see myself working at like a factory job for like years. Like my goals in life just outweighs like any amount of money from some job I don't enjoy. Like I truly have a vision and dream that I will fulfill. And it does suck when You have days or weeks or months, even years, unfortunately for some, where shit is just ass, you know. But I've been a bit dissatisfied past few weeks for many reasons, you know. Would it be familial? Does that even, I would say, familial reasons, family reasons. I'm not gonna say relationships, but it's just like I think a lot. Like I guess specifically when it comes to relationships, like will I truly find someone who like genuinely like loves me? You know, and it's like. Okay, let me actually be very specific with this or clear. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have issues like finding like an attractive woman today and all this stuff, but like, will she truly like love me for who I am? And it's not that I'm afraid that she's like, oh, you're a YouTuber, blah blah blah. It's just that does she really like fuck with what I do though? You know, she ain't gotta be like the biggest fan or whatever, but it's just like, do you truly accept me for who I am? You know what I'm saying? And it's also too like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm just scared of being cheated on. Like I've been, well, I guess a way is to say brainwashed from social media, seeing so much content of just people being cheated on and just shit you see in person too. Like obviously life experience is different from person to person, but when you see some slimy shit and hear slimy shit from people you know, it's just like goddamn, like. Is anyone fucking loyal? I don't have a problem being loyal to one woman, but it's just like I have this fear of just being broken like that. And I don't know how to recover, bro. Just being cheated on. Like, I don't know. And I don't want to experience that shit at all. But it's the fear of being cheated on and just finding someone that truly loves you and accepts you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always going to be hot women. There's always going to be hot. They're never going to disappear, you know? But it's just like, can I actually find someone who I really like a love for real though? Like who actually has a personality that I enjoy being around and who just accepts me for who I am? I don't know, bro. I say I don't know because it's probably gonna be hard. Like I'm not trying to just be together with any girl, bro. I'm not saying she gotta be a model or anything, but it's just like one thing I really hate is just like girls who just scroll TikTok all day, bro. Like I just find that shit so fucking unattractive. Like I know like girls be saying icks and shit. Like I guess that's like an ick for me. Like you dead I scroll TikTok for like hours a day. Like that's so like it's so disgusting, bro. Especially smoking and shit too. Ugh. But anyway, just thinking about stuff like that. And just not being satisfied with the amount of work I was able to do this week. Just dissatisfied. I'm pretty sure there was something else on my mind too, but I'm not gonna make this video too long because I need to go make food anyway. Like I still have this tournament I need to stream, which I don't have a fucking team for. But I guess the moral of the story, like can't really say that in this video. Like I haven't really told a story like that, but I guess the message is like, despite everything that happens, like you just have to continue. And I've said this on multiple occasions anyway. It's gonna be ups and downs, but you have to stay consistent. You know, I'm pretty tired, and I mean, just being myself. There's something I want to say, but I don't have it in my head right now. I know there was something else I was gonna say, but I just don't have it. But I feel like the hidden pressures thing of need to move out or find a place or just want to succeed faster than I guess just succeeding faster. Like I don't want to just take years. I want it to be quicker. But I'm not in control of everything, you know. The only thing I am in control of is just me working towards the goal. Like that's the truth at the end of the day. Cause I could start right now and give up on everything. Like I could literally go around and delete everything. And I don't think like anyone will be able to contact me. We'll probably like DM me on Discord. It's just like I could just get rid of everything in a snap, you know, but I won't. I really enjoy this. Though I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I guess that's it for this week. We'll see how next week goes. Hopefully I get in more work. Hopefully I don't work weekend too. I really just wanna make use of these weekends so I have enough time to just fucking edit and shit. But yeah. I feel like I know what I feel like I know what I wanted to say in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna be like, oh fuck's sake. Well, let's not make this video too long. You have an amazing week, and I'll talk to you next time.